The end of the Great Deception. So here we are in March of 2021. Divine beings, souls, fragments of God ensconced in human bodies. And we are in the time of the Great Awakening, the time of the revelation of the Great Deception that has been perpetrated on mankind. Let us today recap what that Great Deception is. It is really very simple. We human beings here on planet Earth have been taught to think of ourselves as mortal, sinful, hateful, violent, dishonest and fickle creatures. We are not to be trusted. We lie, we cheat, we are inherently wicked and immoral. We must fear each other, for we are terrorists who are likely to use unlawful violence. We are likely to murder each other and create chaos and mayhem at every turn. This is how we have been created. We cannot help it. We are inherently evil. Not so. Not so at all. On this earth, at this time, we are in a deep sleep. We are in a trance, living out the difficult, negative events that have been created for us to experience. Yes, there are very dark, wicked people in this world of ours that have created the evil that surrounds us. But they are not human beings. They are constructed in a different way. They have different goals and a different idea of life than do we human beings. And they use us as their fodder, their energy source, and their food. Humanity has been told that he evolved from apes, that he was created by natural selection. Those humans who had the sturdiest, the strongest attributes survived and procreated throughout the ages, changing with time from Neanderthal man to present-day humanity. And so historians have been seeking what they call the missing link. That is, what various stages did mankind go through to develop from Stone Age hunter-gatherers to the sophisticated beings they are today? There is no missing link, because mankind did not evolve spontaneously on this earth. Mankind was created. We have been taught to think that we are the only beings that exist on this earth, and in fact, the only beings that exist in the universe. We are all that there is, and all that there will be. In fact, we have millions of galactic brethren, and it is our galactic brethren that created us. Various extraterrestrials throughout the ages came to Earth, and taking the primates that were here, they mixed them with their own DNA, and so created human beings, created us. We have within our physical bodies Draco-Reptilian, Pleiadian, Arcturian, and other extraterrestrial DNA. Over eons of time, in test tubes, the best of these species' characteristics were used to create our physical bodies, to create the template that houses our soul. And we are only one of the species that dwell here on Earth. The difficulty is that we all look the same. We all look human. So we assume that we are all human. We are not. There is also a race of Draco-Reptilians. They are the true terrorists. They are the wicked ones, the violent, the evil beings who live off our fear. While we are inherently kind, loving and peaceful, they worship torture, disaster, pain, and foremost of all, they love our fear. We are fed by love and energized by joy. They are fed by our fear and energized by hatred and death. They literally drink our blood. They treat us and our children as lab rats, as cattle that they kill and maim and eat at will. And this is as it was meant to be by divinity itself. We talk of the devil, of evil. What is evil? In our world, here on planet Earth today, it is these Draco-Reptilians that are evil. Whereas we worship God, and our nature is to be loving, kind, and empathetic, They worship the devil, death and pain. They feed off our fear, confusion and despair that is generated by war, torture, famine and pestilence. This material realm, this physical universe that God created, is a vibrational field, a field of various frequencies. Planet Earth is at a very low frequency that does not allow love to enter. It is purposely designed so, for if we realized our true potential as holy beings, as powerful sons of God, we could not live through this very difficult human experience. If we knew the greatness of our capabilities, we would laugh at the indoctrination, at the controlling rules and regulations, at the cruelties, at the limitations imposed upon us. So we have no memory of our greatness, and the vibrational field we live in on planet Earth allows us only to experience and realize that which we see around us. We know nothing of our greater heavenly existence, of the holy parts of us that are still living in heaven beyond the veil of forgetfulness. Our evil brethren, the Draco-reptilians, are at a different frequency from us. They see how kind and empathetic we are, how sensitive and caring, how trusting our nature is, and they use that against us. So they created money that we might feel lack, and they use money to bribe and corrupt us into doing their bidding, into thinking the thoughts that they want us to think, into creating the environment and unscrupulous and unprincipled world in which we now live. And so were created the various and many layers of our government, each layer being bought off by the layer above. So the monarchs dictated aristocratic behavior. The aristocrats bribed the politicians and lawyers, and they in turn forced the police and bureaucracy to do their cruel and inhumane bidding. They killed off the holy ones. They killed off the wise and spiritual women and called them wicked witches. They killed off the souls that broke through to knowing their divine nature. They eliminated the gurus, the great spiritual leaders, and they perverted spirituality into dogmatic religion. And mankind did not know the truth. Mankind thought he and his brethren had created the chaos, unkindness, and confusion that exists here on earth today. And why does this situation exist? Why are we living through such pain? Why has fear been our primary emotion and the flow of the love that, in the depth of our souls we truly are, been withheld from us? Why must we live in such a low vibrating, difficult world? This is the great deception. We are here to build ourselves, to enlarge our spiritual capacity, to grow ourselves in love and light, in empathy, in peace and joy. As we have often said, how can you know black until you see white? How can you know true, deep love until you suffer great evil, darkness and fear? That is what we are here to do. We are here to experience fear and to overcome our trepidation and anxiety. Planet Earth is a great stage, set up by divinity itself. We are the actors. There are bad actors and good actors. Our controlling brethren are the bad actors. We humans are the good actors. We have come to Earth to take part in the great Shakespearean tragedy-comedy play of good versus evil. The bad actors provide the evil, the temptation, through the experience of which we refine our loving nature into greater and grander heights of love and understanding. That is what the devil, evil, does. It is the tapestry of negative experience and limiting events against which we evolve into greater and deeper spirituality. And now, the great stage play has reached the time of the awakening. Many of us great souls, ensconced in human bodies, have experienced enough pain, enough darkness and fear, and it is time for us to return to love. And so the dark ones, the evil, is being brought to the light. The evil empire is crumbling. Darkness is losing its control. The corrupt ones are being revealed. The human race is awakening to its divinity. Great times are ahead, dear ones. Great times are ahead. We are moving into a bright and beautiful new world where love reigns supreme, where we, empathetic, loving, kind, caring human beings, will have communion and camaraderie with each other, where we will do and be what we love, where we will laugh and dance and find true joy, heavenly peace, wisdom and discernment. We are moving into the vibration of love. We are moving up in frequency. War, famine and pestilence and disease will be gone. They have served their purpose. The Draco-reptilians will be removed. They too are of God, and they will follow their own divine path to redemption, in their own way, in another galaxy, another universe. For God's material realm is great indeed. It is a place where the dark and the light vie together, where souls in physical form can experience other than the blissful, heavenly love that is the beauty, the delight, the realm of heaven. Be of good cheer. Be in joy. You are graduating in exemplary fashion. And dear hearts, dear souls, having lived the human life, having overcome the darkness, the best is yet to come. Yes, the best is yet to come. That was Aita, channeling her higher self. We are blessed beings, indeed.